Hey there, cool cats, and welcome to Mystery Case Files Return to Ravenhearst. Alright, so I did give a little heads up that my next game was gonna be an MCF classic, and this is one of my absolute favorites in terms of hidden object games in general, and from Big Fish Games, obviously. This was also one of the first hidden object games I've ever played. Shout out to Kyra for introducing me to this whole shebang. Okay, so I was messing around with the systems and the sound and everything. Hopefully you guys can hear me over all of this amazing music. Alright. Alright, let's check out the options. Hopefully everything is okay. I'm gonna lower it down just a little bit, just in case. Yeah, maybe that's okay. That is not from my game. What the hell is that? Yeah, so again, as always, it's not a totally blind playthrough in the sense that I know what's going on. Like, I know the whole story and everything, but it has been at least a couple of years since I played the game, since the first time I played the game, so it's gonna be half blind, I suppose. You could totally say that. Say I only spent like less than 10 minutes playing this game, just to test out the system and everything. Alright, so we are going to start a new game. For those of you who don't know about the Ravenhearst series, Return to Ravenhearst is actually number 2, the second game in the 3-part series. And I have my reasons for not starting out with the first game, but let's just start first, okay? The music is amazing. I am not going to read all of this, so if you want to read all of this, just pause the screen and I'll just read whatever. Hopefully it's big enough and you can see it. Okay? Good. This is basically your diary, and every time something happens, if you want a more clear-cut hint as to what to do later, then this is where you go. You go to your diary. Okay? Alright. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to lower down the music because it's hard to hear myself talk and it's hard to think. There we go, that seems a lot better. A once beautiful statue lies on the cold, wet path. Okay, so I have my reasons for not playing the first game. First of all, the resolution was killing my screen. It was super annoying. I didn't know how to fix it, and that just ruined the whole recording process. Also, in terms of gameplay, I found that it was not very story-driven, unlike Return to Ravenhearst and Escape from Ravenhearst, like Game 2 and 3, and I basically play hidden object games not just because the puzzles are easy, but because the story, like the way that the game immerses you in the story itself, it's all very interesting. So in the first story, it's about this lady named Emma, and she basically meets this guy, this really rich guy. And what happens is, the rich guy, at first they fell in love, but it turns out that the rich guy turns out to be some creepy stalker with some psychological problem, and when she tried to leave him, he basically killed her. So that's what happened. In the first game, we helped the ghost of Emma find peace because we solved her murder case, and we were supposedly to have captured the guy in question, but I don't think that was what happened, which is why we're returning to Ravenhearst, the very cursed mansion. Okay, so that's basically like the context of the whole story, the whole Ravenhearst series. So you might think, well, that's the end of the story. How could it get any better than that? Oh no, my dear friends, it gets way better. I can assure you. If only I had a key. Right, very basic gameplay. Just go around looking for clues and stuff. Can't turn it. Okay, sparkles See, every time you find something new, your diary will open, so that means you can go and read it and find out more about this huge place. I will read this part because it seems very short. A rusty plaque outside the manor gates denotes a very benign outside to this twisted love story. Once a beautiful place, this estate was created by Charles to show his affection toward Emma. Was his unrequited love the source of his madness? We'll never know. I've made note of the strange series of numbers scratched into the metal. My knowledge of Latin limits my understanding of the bottom text, but I believe it is something about life after death. Close. Okay. So yeah, you notice these numbers, but there's a heart there where the last number is missing. Right. This residence dedicated by name and beauty to my dearest Emma. May this home long stand as a loving testament to your everlasting spirit. And we get to our first hidden object game. There is also another reason why I didn't want to play the first game. In the first game, it was almost friggin' possible to find anything, because basically the graphics was just so old, it was kind of hard to tell the objects from the background. Like, this is not so bad. This is okay, I say as I try to find the first item. That's also pretty funny. But I can assure you, like the latest game, Escape to Ravenhearst, the graphics like improve really well, like amazingly. Okay. See, if it's already hard for me to find stuff here, imagine how it was like in the first game. Horseshoe iron. As always, I will skip this part if I end up just taking too long, which I probably will. Ha! If you noticed my cursor did that just now, basically if you click too many times, like they don't want you to spam click, so if you do that too many times, that's your penalty. Your cursor just goes haywire. I will be very pissed if it turns out to be like right in front of my eyes. It's just that I'm too blind, or I'm too much of a dingus to actually see where the hell this club is. Finally! God damn! Okay, finally. Can go here, use the wrench on these things. That took a lot longer than it should have. Okay, if I am not mistaken, you are just supposed to match the numbers to these wires here. So here is 2.2. I'm assuming it goes here. 4.1, 1.3, and 2.1. No? Okay. Then it's probably written the other way. 2.2, 4.1, 1.3, and 2.1. There we go. Okay, actually that was lucky because the first time I didn't press the button, and then the second time I did. So yeah, just make sure you press the button. Finally!
Thank you for returning to this ominous place.
Hi, Emma.
While my soul is now free, there are others who require your assistance. You must act quickly before he returns. Find the secret passageway within the manor and free those who remain bound to him. Be warned, you are in grave danger. Come with me.
Awesome. These gargoyles look like they could come alive at any moment. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. I've successfully made first contact with the supernatural. So yeah, basically, yeah, that was Emma. I'm still not gonna read this. If you want to read it, just pause. Alright. Charles was quite the collector of unusual art. I wouldn't say that. So yeah, Charles is the guy who courted her and basically stalked her and killed her. It won't turn. The rope appears to be stuck. Okay. Can't look in the well? Okay. And there's sparkly face. Looks like a bird's nest, but I can't get up there. Wow, that couldn't be more inaccurate. Yep, I agree. Kitty! Kitty won't give me the key. Right, there's some more stuff here. Okay, lots of stuff. Let's do this one first. So, yeah, the hidden object games may look really tough and strenuous because of the graphics right now, but if you think this is bad, imagine how the first game was like. Okay, the first game was terrible, and with respects, you know, to the first game, but that's how, you know, first games always go. But there were also other limitations to the first game. Instead of having the hint on a timer kind of system, the first game adapted a limited number of hints. So, like, if you're not very good, such as me, I'm not really good at these kind of things, like, sometimes you will have to, or you will be forced to use hints, but in the first game, they'll only give you a limited number, and that kind of sucks. So, I would rather have when the hint can regenerate over time, so it's much more helpful. The second game, even though it does regenerate over time, but really, really slowly. Like, I actually used a hint just now for the first hidden object puzzle, and I had to wait like a really long time until it became full again. Let's see. As always, I will skip if I'm taking too long, so don't worry about that, okay? Awesome. Great work, detective. You successfully located a brick. Alright. What was that? Ooh. Ouch, too thorny. Maybe if I had something to clip the stem. Okay. Gonna have to come back for that. Lovely day for a ghost hunt. I should have stayed in bed. This floorboard looks loose. Okay. Window is completely boarded up. There's another hidden object game there, I know. There's another hidden object thing here. But I got a ladder! Yay! Let's use that ladder first, because I know there was something here. Ah, yes. Wooden eye. Of course, you need a wooden eye. Right, I'll do this one last hidden object thingy, majiggy. I really dig the music of this game. Like, it's just so nice. Sometimes when it gets a little bit overbearing, like when nothing is happening, but the music is just so dramatic in the background, like, sometimes it's annoying, but sometimes it's like, yeah, it really gets you going, you know? Like, you really want to play. But most of the times it is annoying. I would say that because I was just so annoyed just now because I was afraid that the music was too loud and you can't hear my voice. Wouldn't want that. Well, hopefully it turns out alright. Alright. V. What is that? Looks like something for a typewriter. Yep, it is. It's a typewriter key. I got a creepy eye, a brick, and I still have the wrench. Okay, so we can't go through there. We're not supposed to use it there. We're supposed to use it for the other window, I think. Yes, the window is locked from the inside. And there's a hungry little mouse in this hole, but he won't come out. So, I guess we have to use the brick here. Aw, yeah. Alright. And then we see the inside of the house. So, and we get a crowbar. Crowbar is always useful, no matter what. Oh, and as you can see, you will come back to a hidden object game outside. And we get another creepy eye. Don't worry, it will all make sense later on. Don't worry. Another thing that kind of bugged me about the early games is that sometimes you will have to backtrack and like come back to a hidden object game to just in order to progress in the story, which I find kind of annoying because sometimes when you're stuck, you don't know where you have to look for. Thank you, Emma. Sometimes you just don't know where to look for the hidden object because it could be in so many areas. So yeah, I guess that's all I can do for the first episode because that's all the time I have right now. I will be doing a whole playlist of this because I have been itching to play this for a really long time. It's been a couple of years. I'm really excited. All good vibes around. I'm just in a really good mood right now. So thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like, a favorite, a comment, whatever, a share even. Just show me that you kind of like this video, and if you want to see more of this kind of content, just subscribe to my channel and I'll be happy to provide. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!